You know, you think about Africa. We're going to talk a lot about Africa today. It's not exclusively about Africa, but Africa, of course, contains more very poor countries than any other region of the world. And you may think Africa's full of elephants and giraffes and lions, but in fact it's absolutely awash with celebrities. Let me tell you. You can't go anywhere on the African continent without seeing some Hollywood film star or ex-US president or pop star walking around the African continent, always having that important photo shot with the African kids. I've given you a little selection of them here. And of course, every one of them is banging the drum for more aid. I mean, who could argue with that, right? Because the prevailing mentality is that poor people are poor because we don't give them enough aid. And that really what they need is lots of clever celebrities to fly in, fly the flag, and bang that drum to get more aid and more debt forgiveness. And we're here today to challenge that assertion. We're here today to give, I think, a very different point of view. We'd like everyone in this room to walk out of this room today with a very different perspective about how this works. I'm 52 years old, and the grim reality is that in my lifetime, so if we take it from about 1960, let's say, when many of the African countries started to become independent, we have put about $1 trillion of aid into sub-Saharan Africa. $1,000 billion of development assistance in about 50 years has gone into the African continent. When we started back in 1960, according to the UN, about 50% of the population of sub-Saharan Africa lived below the absolute poverty line, which is about $1 a day. Today, guess what it is, after $1 trillion of the aid that the celebrities tell us we have to keep giving? It's the same, it's still at 50%. And because the population of sub-Saharan Africa is 4 times the size, we're now dealing with many hundreds of millions of additional people on our planet who are living below $1.25 a day. And on any metric you choose to take, delivering aid to sub-Saharan Africa has not worked.
Countries like Malawi, one of definitely the poorest countries in the world, but visiting a farm that's actually making a difference. You can see the progress. Every time we go there, you can see more and more steps towards actually building a strong business. And that means hiring more people, that means building schools, making health clinics, building infrastructure. Actually, I know that in Malawi right now, they're trying to build a train from Malawi going down to Mozambique, and then out to the harbor where most of our food actually comes from, and then they're being shipped off. And that piece of infrastructure to actually support a train being built, that's very unique and extremely important for the farm survival. What we see there is not just an amazing piece of business that we could really work and learn from in Europe from a point of view of business and commercial sense, but in terms of philosophy, we are totally on the same page here. They see on ground every day giving out handouts. It's not working. What is working is providing opportunities for people to actually create a life for themselves.
It's a really important message because there are so many people today, south of the Sahara particularly, who live lives of misery that is completely avoidable. Everybody would benefit from Europe being a good neighbor to the African continent. Everybody would benefit. You would benefit. Your children would benefit. And particularly the people in sub-Saharan Africa would